The first go around, because we're quick go around, the picture could be much worse.
Oh, that's great.
It was the way. Yeah. Yeah. Conviction package and got this.
Avery usually works like she's just going.
Something out, you got doors like that. Nice story. Call the Rome City Board of Zoning Appeals to order on Thursday, August 21st, 2025, 7 o'clock p.m. Roll call.
Kelly Morris. Bart Chapman.
There.
Chris Cole. Here. Tom Clifton.
Here.
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 You have more.
Next on the agenda is reading approved minutes from the last meeting.
Approve the waiving of minutes. I approve, sorry, wow. It's been a long school day. I make a motion to waive reading of minutes and approve. I say.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
So I'm just not gonna talk tonight.
Under old business, table for January 16th meeting update from county attorney and various 2025-2.
We'll hear about some one. They filed for the decision on the setback. And well, so. Well, setback
I haven't
in
had
the
time.
setback in the bathroom. Supposed to be built. Yeah, garage.
That's
So-
what they file on that one.
His claims are removed.
Then you know a lot.
Well, they have to prove that. They can't, we just don't take their word for it.
It'll be here next month and then likely. Until.
Looks like they're still working on it.
Well, I put 2 stops on it. His speech. Well, he is being fined $10,000. So.
Is he paying anything?
No, it's being this is going up in course. He's running for good judgment.
Wow,
It's gonna take a lot to tear the house down. No,
there is.
we need the variance that we granted that we couldn't seem to meet.
All right, moving on. Under new business variance 2025-1, Denise Blagg. You have the floor. Denise Blagg.
Okay. 770 Lakeside Drive. Anybody here on that? All right.
Moving on to special exception 2025-22, Donald Brent and Heather Shutt. You have to.
Good evening, I'm Greg Shepherd. I recently purchased back in November, we closed on 684 Lakeside Drive. We're looking to use this part-time as an Airbnb slash short-term rental property until we retire in about 4 to 5 years. And we're currently locally. I grew up not exactly in this area, but I'm a I graduated from Argos High School in 1985 with the Marine Corps. Ended up in California, never left. So then I was Argos High School. South of Plymouth. Oh, South Bend, right on 30. So we've been,
I wondered the connection from California.
yeah, so most of my extended family's in this area. You know, Warsaw to Nappanita here. So that's where we decided to come back and, you know, we'll most likely retire here and enjoy our summers here too.
So you're not gonna be living here and keeping an eye on this.
No, I've got a rental agency that's helping oversee it. And I've got cameras up around the outside of it. I'm in town about once a month, maybe twice a month. Also, I'm also working on my mother passed away in October, so I'm working on closing out her estate. So I'm back there quite often.
Do you want to go through your presentation that you sent?
You have an extra copy by chance?
It's, yeah, I'll need that.
Yeah, so actually this front page pictures actually was 4th of July. We were here for two and a half, 3 weeks during 4th of July. But as far as you know, I did basically a complete renovation. I wouldn't say a complete renovation, carpet paint, or got rid of all the carpet, we remodeled the whole entire house. Use local contractors. I'm using currently a local contractor to take care of all the landscaping and yard every week. So, you know, Mike Edwards did all the flooring for me. So we're trying to keep all of our business here close locally and just support the community. But so as far as the rules for short-term rental, you know, it's a typical short-term rental type rules, you know, no loud music or anything after 10 p.m. Till about 7 a.m. in the morning. You know, so from June 1 through September, you know, we would actually our as it says in the PowerPoint, our rentals would be basically a seven-day stay. This is not going to be a cheap rental because I'm not gonna have it torn up. So we've got a price fairly high. So there could be weeks that it's still empty because we're not just going to rent it to anybody. So, you know, it's going to goes to a selective clientele. We've got plenty of room for parking. I don't ever anticipate more than maybe 3 to 4 cars with any one group of people staying there. We've got room for probably close to 8 to 10 cars. Actually, this summer when we were back, I had my nieces and nephews and some friends over. We had plenty of parking. So I'm not too worried about parking. I've got the largest trash cans from the whole county for the and recycling. I built this little screen area for the trash cans behind, so they're not an eyesore. But we've got, you know, keeping it clean, keeping it up, keeping it going well. And our plan is to, you know, continue to come back and use it. We came back this week again, not only for this meeting, but we had some time off, so we wanted to come back and try to enjoy some summer. But the weather's not cooperating with us right now. We love it. I know you guys were hot there most of August.
Nice, great.
You have a limit number of people at any one time.
It's 15 people. Yeah, 15. It'll sleep 15 people. There's enough beds for 15.
I mean, that is.
It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, but we actually converted one that was a den type of area. But we've actually we put a set of queen bunk beds in there, and I'm anticipating mostly families, you know, to use it. You know, I've actually already was contacted about next summer having possibility of a family using it. It's 9 adults and it's a grandmother, her kids, and grandkids. So they're looking at using it, you know, for next summer.
You say minimum stays 7 days.
From June 1st to September 15th, their prime time would be 1 week. Major holidays, we have it set up to go for 5 days. So like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, be a minimum of 5 days. After September 15th, it'll be a minimum of 4 days, which would be like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, and on the one page here, so I currently, tried to get everything enrolling, and I can cancel with Evolve if it doesn't go well tonight. But, so on those predicted rentals for next summer, the cost would be, actually the cost for taxes and everything they would be paying, is 5% Norval County innkeeper's tax, which would on a 7 night rental is $307.40, and then 7% in Indiana state tax, which is another $430. So that's all part of the fees that people would be paying on a weekly basis back to the city, back to the county, back to the state.
Are you gonna have, boats, watercrafts for them to
Yeah.
use?
No, I've got a pontoon there now, but I'm looking into insurance liability, so I haven't.
It's not recommended,
Yeah, no,
because they don't know the voting rules.
understood that, but yeah, as far as somebody bringing their own boats, it's public launch ramp, if they have their own boat, hopefully they already know the rules, so on and so forth.
How
We are,
about like, evening campfires outside?
we have fire pits, but it can't be left unattended. So, and no raging bonfires, it's just a small, like 4 foot fire pit.
Or if that was wood or gas.
It's wood, would be wood. Yeah, so. And that was an existing spot from when we bought the place. I didn't tear it out.
Were you done with your presentation?
Yeah, unless you have any other questions, I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything more to add. I think I've covered most of it.
Who's gonna be available to bring new people in and make sure the people are out?
For the check-in time is 4 PM on a Friday is what we're setting it up for, and checkout time is 10 AM. That's a typical short-term rental type thing. And then we have a cleaning crew that'll come in and clean and pull out the old laundry, the dirty laundry, and then put in fresh laundry. And then there's for the visitor, the customer to enter, I've got a lockbox that's Wi-Fi, so I can set from anywhere in the country, I can change the password and the code to it to where they can have access.
And you said that you have a company that's gonna manage the property?
Well, the company's called Evolve, so they market it and oversee. They carry additional liability on the renters. So the people that actually rent it will rent through them. And then, so it's a rental through them, which is their large corporation. Well, so their name is Evolve, but if you were to look them up and look up a place, it can pop up, they can book it under VRBO, they can book it under Airbnb, they can book it under booking.com, Travelocity. So they market for like 18 different sites.
All right, forgive me if you already answered this one. I was busy reading over here. Who's your close contact in case something happens in middle of the night? Tree limb falls on half the house in a storm or something. Who's your local person to contact?
Well, my nephew lives over in Napanee, so he would be my first point of contact, first trust. And then I do have the contractors that worked on the place, Field Construction. They, I've got their number, and they said if I ever need anything, water heater goes out, whatever it is, they would put me on. They'd be on call for me.
Okay, so your nephew in a pinch is going to be the person you're
Yeah,
going
he would be my point of contact if I have to call him in the middle of the night and say,
Alright.
go out there.
and he's okay with that.
Oh, yeah. No,
The neighbors call into the town hall with a complaint. Who does the town hall contact?
Me.
How?
myself, email.
Okay.
That's who they call.
And like I said, I've got like 4 cameras up outside right now. I'm actually adding a couple more to protect myself and just in case, just so I can see what's happening if somebody, there's no cameras in the inside of the house, of course.
That's good.
But on the outside, there's, I got a few, I got some in the driveway and I got one at the front door, so I'll be able to tell when somebody's there and then
you know, and calls and complaints to me out.
And you would have.
You got my number.
My rule.
It does sound like you've given us a lot of thought.
Yes, ma'am.
You can answer our questions. That's encouraging.
Being no questions from the board, is any interested parties here that want to be heard? Favors? You want to be heard?
Just me. I have more nose trouble.
But you've had all your questions answered.
I don't have any objection.
Okay, the other one has to look next.
Yeah.
I've already told my rules and regulations.
You get what you want.
And the chief
We did it with a hug.
not back down.
Yes, you not notice back to.
One by one.
I make a motion to accept. Thanks for exemption 2025-22.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have one day. Just gotta get your paperwork and then it's passed.
Any for 30 cents. It's not included. It's not included. It's in the voucher rate. It's not part of the area. There's only one. That's the job. Let's look at the roof.
Tin man, like, very from. Next time we'll live there, so. They can try to hit it, if you ever seen it open, you know, off this pedestal. So, one good turn is this. So it's. Back in business, the man.
Yeah, we really should have done.
Yeah.
You're good to go. I guess you don't get paper. It's only.
Okay, sometime.
I'll have some
You're
out.
welcome to stay, but you're finished.
Thank you. See you in the late. Oh, you know, thanks.
Thank you for a good presentation.
Was that? Next, moving on, variance 2025-23 aggregate market basket. You want to hear them?
Yes.
You have the one.
I'm Dave Hirschberg with, I'm here with Mr. Adam Basket, and we're looking to, do a variance on the 25-foot roadside setback. In order to construct a 10 by 12 addition on an existing home. The approach is 3.1 feet, give or take a little bit on the roadside setback. The addition will be like a 3 ceilings room for him. Him and his family don't really have anything up front right now.
Would you speak up a little bit, please?
I can try. They're looking to add on to the front. They don't really have any porch on the front right now, and they're looking to add a little bit more onto.
Just so that I'm not confused. When you speak, you know.
Well, I guess that was one confusion I had. So
The lake.
yeah, the lake is the front, the roadside. So I don't know if that's the backside or if you call it.
Just call it roadside.
Roadside.
Okay.
Lakeside.
They're
Alright.
confused.
So roadside, they're looking to add in, like an addition onto that home, like a 10 by 24. Right now, the way the surveyor wrote it up, I don't know if you can see the survey. He actually has the house pushed to the, or the addition pushed to the left side of the home. It's actually going more towards the right side. So it will actually help this. Not be this far pushed out towards the road.
How much further is it coming?
So it'd be, see the distance over there, like 1.5 feet from the left corner, it'd actually be 1.5 feet from the right. So that's actually flip flop. If that makes sense. What's that?
I'm seeing 12 feet, 12 feet.
Well, that's on the corner of the house. So it'd be,
The house.
so it'd be this here. So you're looking at the house, it's actually 14.1 to the corner of the addition right now. So it actually moves over like 14. Maybe more than that. But anyway, that's the variance tonight is for how it's placed now, we're actually gonna move it to the right.
And you're saying that's gonna help here?
Yeah. More than actually have the wing in this corner. And beyond. So right now it's 24.4. So that's pushing it that way because the road's on an angle and actually might help it. So
25.
You say you'll move it out. Yeah, you're looking at this.
So if you're looking at it from the lake side. So,
That's what I was thinking.
oh,
But the addition is gonna be on the road side.
yeah,
It'll have to be,
yeah.
It's got that.
yeah.
So did you decide if you're gonna put on a porch or anything? Stoop or,
Just a one step stoop. Wow.
so no covered porch?
Like this here. It's not over-
Yeah.
Nothing over the top of.
No, no.
Okay.
That wasn't the plan.
Just the overhang.
Yeah.
So I have.
Yeah.
Again, if we're gonna do a porch, it's not.
That's why you can.
That makes it
17 on that. I got you. No, it's actually gonna stay for 1 feet.
But there's no garage.
That across the road.
Right across the road.
Yeah.
Yes, parking and everything. That was also.
Yeah. I don't know how big my family is to the garage, 20 feet. You think it's 25?
That's the only variance he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Any other questions for the petition? Are there any, interested parties that wish to be on this?
I have got, I sent out 3 and 1, no comments.
I like to make a motion, that we approve variance number 2025-42.
Close enough. I second that.
Sorry, it's the monkey, it's just adding pressure.
Executive part?
Yes.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed? Motion. We will have paperwork.
All, everybody, okay.
Oh,
I didn't think so. You may need to be doing roll call.
Love that signature.
It's easier.
that's blocking.
We'll just cross around. I've got too many.
Find them old papers.
Screwed up too. No idea where that came from. There's lots of minutes. Just cross them out, put in your name.
The line.
Yes. That was one of those things.
That's the line, just writing for
Yeah. Another one of those.
you. When we see the Steve Martin movie, The Jerk. It's like fighting your name with a phone book. No. Did the drama more here?
No. All right, I guess you know, you studied it. I'll email them, so you know. The one with the session. Next on the agenda is variance 2024 sorry, 2025, yeah. 2024.
Guess it was your
I
turn.
was looking at the next one, jeez. Tyler and Sean Watt.
The last time I was in here, you had to approve it. So what happened was, went back and started measuring the boat out of the water on the trailer. And not in the building. So I put it on the trailer, remeasured it. And new trailers, they set back part of it. Yes, and I did not realize that until after the fact. Yeah. So
So,
that's where I'm
You
at.
just learned how to read too.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of annoying.
So, I need the 4 feet out, to get it in. And I really can't go any bigger because the way he owned both these property. But he didn't want to.
get rid of those pine trees.
Well, it's not really the pine tree, I mean, because he brings farms the other part. So, and I'd be so close to the property line. He's
So this is basically the same building, you just need to enlarge it a little bit,
That's
not another new building.
And if my math's correct, it's an additional 364 square feet and what we were in. So 1,200 up to 1,561.
Yeah.
What else?
Talk this one out over there have been any interested parties who changed their opinions since last time?
Is there any interested parties here on these minutes? I'd like to be here. Everybody go through it.
I did, looking back on.
All right, give me one more shot then. All right, I make a motion that we approve variance 2025-24.
I'll second that.
In favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Motion. carried. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Just from up.
Well, we're still at this time, right? Good last time.
We don't think that was.
I do.
When the last time.
Hmm?
The last time we just wrote clock twice.
Was it because of time? Right.
No, not that one. I don't have another one. I didn't print that second one off, but I just put the name, this number on for the last. Same restrictions that we always had.
Same restrictions we always have.
What, where?
Down at the bottom.
The sign. Well, 21st.
I'll send the last one on this one.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you guys. Yes, have a
Thank
nice
you.
night.
For variance 2024-11 table. Very likely revised.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on there because. They're still wanting information sent to them. And then it's probably gonna be set from here. We're hearing.
Try at some point, we're still trying to get the record completed.
She keeps telling us there's things missing, and I keep saying, how do you know there's things missing? If you already have it, why do I have to send it?
Yeah.
But I guess I still have to send it. If we won't have time to look for it, then I'll send it.
You understand this is an Indianapolis and this is one that.
I did.
That you're gonna, the street department, the sewer department.
I think I've already.
Planning department.
Yeah.
There's just one person apartment and you're also the town manager. Yeah, it's more.
Not my priority.
After they email me what was missing. All of a sudden. But they know it.
They already bought the suit and they do formal discovery, you know that.
Well, they did send us some requests for production.
I really don't even understand what that all means stuff, so.
I think the only thing I'm.
Good luck.
Was that email. It started.
When I have time to look for it.
In due time, we'll have a hearing for the judge close. Maybe next year.
We got the next year, there is going. Was that it? Yeah. We have nothing on the agenda for this one, as business. Anybody else have business people?
$37.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second motion. Third.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm gonna get down, so I'll get around that. Yes, you made it.
It's a case by case.
Okay.
It's very much case by case.
Our hands are tied by the state legislature.
Okay, I didn't know if there was.
So if there's an issue, you're gonna have to talk to Dave Abbott and Sue Glick, because they're the ones that are tied our hands.
Yep, all
I
right.
have no idea how to get out of this, so I'm just gonna get out of everything.
Let's have it.
Yeah, because it's so-
Oh, it's still up, see? This is what drives me nuts.